Prepare to delve into the depths of the unknown as we unveil the astonishing and bewildering discoveries found within caves. From secret chambers to enigmatic artifacts, get ready for a journey that will change everything you thought you knew about these mysterious underground worlds. Join us as we explore the 20 strangest things found in caves that will challenge your perceptions and rewrite history. Number 20. Carving a cave home. The allure of cave living continues to intrigue, exemplified by a unique case in China. Xu Wenyi, a Chinese farmer, sought solace post-divorce and embarked on an unconventional journey, carving his own cave home into the mountainside. Over 6 years, he crafted a remarkable 100-foot-deep, 13-foot-wide dwelling, showcasing his determination and craftsmanship. This cave apartment boasts reinforced walls, a front door, and creative touches like stone-crafted kitchens and carved shelves. Inside, the unexpected comfort of an 85-square-foot living room and ingenious storage solutions reflects Xu Wenyi's resourcefulness. His cave sanctuary stands as a testament to the age-old human spirit of adapting to surroundings, even carving a home within mountains. Number 19. Serious man-made cave in Antarctica. One of the most captivating discoveries within caves emerged in 2007, capturing the fascination of conspiracy theorists worldwide. This photograph depicts a cavern on Greenwich Island, its origin shrouded in mystery. The inexplicable nature of this unique opening triggered a torrent of theories and speculations, igniting a flurry of excitement. Curiously, it swiftly vanished from Google Maps within just 6 months, further deepening its enigmatic allure. Among the many theories, some conspiracy theorists labeled this enigmatic orifice as an extraterrestrial entity, while contrasting viewpoints suggested it might serve as a covert haven for a secretive government organization. These claims have ignited imaginations, evoking diverse scenarios. Yet, determining the actual truth remains a matter open to individual interpretation. Number 18. The world's most expensive honey. Discover the world of elvish honey, a marvel that could transform your perception of sweetness. Sourced from a cave nearly 6,000 feet deep within Turkey's Sarıyer Valley, this exquisite honey carries a price tag of 5,000 euros per kilogram, tempting even the most discerning palates. Gundas, a seasoned beekeeper with 3 generations of expertise, unveils the honey's allure, attributing its value to an entirely natural production process. The journey began in 2009 when bees were spotted entering a specific cave, sparking a realization that this hidden sanctuary might yield liquid gold. The saga of elvish honey continues with its remarkable market debut. The inaugural kilogram fetched an astonishing 45,000 euros at the French Stock Exchange in 2009. Presently, this ambrosial nectar is available in smaller portions of 170 grams and 250 grams, each commanding a consistent 5,000 euros per kilogram. While this honey's taste could rival that of the divine, the price might give pause to many. For those with an infinite wealth of curiosity, it could be a worthy indulgence. But for most, readily available options like those at Walmart remain a satisfying choice. Number 17. Robber on the loose. Leo Mofu's journey into solitude began with a minor crime, a gas station robbery that netted him a mere $23 in 2009. Faced with imminent capture as his partners in crime were apprehended, Liu made a bold choice. He disappeared into the wilderness, finding refuge in a remote cave on a mountain in China's Hubei province. There, he embraced a reclusive life, surviving by hunting, scavenging, and forming an unusual bond with stray dogs. 14 years later, Leo's introspection led him to a turning point. He willingly revealed his mountain hideout to the police in 2023. Yet the consequences of his initial action lingered, as the robbery, despite its modest yield, was deemed a serious offense. As Liu awaits the court's decision, a sentence ranging from 3 to 10 years hangs in the balance, underscoring the unexpected trajectory of a heist that transformed into a tale of cave-dwelling solitude and its lasting repercussions. Number 16. World's smallest mammal weight. If one were to explore a cave, the presence of this bat might easily go unnoticed. Allow me to introduce the bumblebee bat, scientifically referred to as Kitty's hog-nosed bat. Despite its unassuming nature, this remarkable creature holds the distinction of not only being the tiniest bat species on Earth, but quite possibly the smallest mammal globally. These bats exclusively inhabit a limited number of caves in Thailand and Myanmar. Staying true to its name, the bumblebee bat's size is incredibly minute, making it it capable of comfortably perching on an average human finger. But just how diminutive is it? This petite aviator is comparable in size to a thumbtack, measuring slightly over an inch in length and weighing a mere 0.07 ounces. To put it into perspective, it's just slightly heavier than a standard paperclip. Despite its small stature, its wingspan extends to approximately 6.7 inches. Number 15. The Treasure 12. Caves, my friend, they're like the VIP section of remote locations on this big old earth. No one's just strolling into a cave for a casual exploration. You got to be either super adventurous or slightly out of your mind. Seriously, these rocky hideouts are the Chuck Norris of hiding spots. If you're guarding a treasure, caves are your go-to secluded, mysterious, and probably home to a bunch of bats who'd keep your secret safe. Now let's talk about the ultimate treasure hide-and-seek champion, the Lemonkind Horde. Buckle up, because this story starts with a Finnish mystic named Eeyore. In 1984, Eeyore Buck rolls up and drops a bombshell. His family tree is connected to none other than the legendary Finnish hero, Lemminkind. Now, this dude was like the rock star of Finnish pagan tales. And guess what? Eeyore claims his family's been babysitting an epic treasure stash in a locked-away cave. Can you imagine the family gatherings? Pass the salt. And by the way, did you water the 18-karat gold statues today? This isn't just your run-of-the-mill treasure. We're talking a jaw-dropping, mind-boggling, eye-popping bounty worth a whopping $15 billion. Think 50,000 gemstones, human statues made of solid 18-karat gold, and over 1,000 ancient artifacts. I mean, if this were a treasure chest, it'd need its own zip code. But here's the plot twist. As of today, this treasure is like a ghost. Nobody knows where it's chilling. It's like that game of hide and seek where the seeker gives up and the hider's napping in the most absurd corner. Despite all the mystic claims and tales of gold, this stash remains the MacGuffin of lost treasures. It's probably out there in some cave, sipping coconut water with Bigfoot and Nessie. Number 14. Roman necromancy cult. The Romans held peculiar beliefs, among them the practice of necromancy. Recent archaeological findings have shed light on this within the Tyomen Cave in central Israel. A collection of artifacts discovered in the cave hints at rituals connected to death. Among these artifacts are Roman oil lamps, an assortment of weaponry, pottery fragments, and eerily actual human skulls. Israeli archaeologists propose that these findings might offer glimpses into necromantic practices. Experts posit that during the late Roman era, between the 2nd and 4th centuries AD, a secretive religious cult found its foothold in the region. This cult, it is believed, employed the Tyomen Cave as a hub for conducting their enigmatic ceremonies, which could have potentially involved human sacrifices. The chilling assemblage of objects within the cave is theorized to be linked to necromancy, a prevalent form of divination and witchcraft in antiquity. Number 13. Altamura Man. Deep within the confines of an Italian cave, a truly remarkable discovery has unraveled the secrets of our ancient kin. Allow me to introduce you to the Altamura Man, a 170,000-year-old skeleton unearthed from the Lamal Unga caves in 1993. This finds left researchers positively spellbound, and for good reason. Imagine this, a Neanderthal skeleton, a relic of our past, dating back to an astonishing 170,000 years. It's like finding the ultimate time capsule, and the Lamal Unga caves held this treasure close. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Among the Neanderthal remains, Altamura Man's skeleton stood out as the oldest one from which scientists could extract DNA. Think of it as a genetic whisper from deep in the past. But hold on, there's a twist. This ancient traveler's remains were nestled within the intricate embrace of stalactites and stalagmites, a real challenge for any comprehensive analysis. To preserve the delicate state of the skull and avoid damage, the remains were handled with the utmost care and left undisturbed. However, the saga continued. A breakthrough of epic proportions occurred when the scientists managed to extract DNA from none other than Altamura Man's right shoulder blade. Talk about a molecular time machine. These minuscule fragments of genetic material, potentially ancient enough to make Indiana Jones look like a modern adventurer, promise to reveal Neanderthal life in a way never witnessed before. Now, let's make one thing clear. Altamura Man isn't just another fossil. One paleontologist involved in the research went as far as to declare it the most intact, non-human skeleton ever discovered. This isn't just a piece, it's a masterpiece. From head to toe, nearly every bone has stood the test of time, offering us an unparalleled glimpse into our distant past. Number 12. Serbia's caveman with a 400-pound boar. Here's another captivating tale of a cave dweller, this time from Serbia. This man's name is Panta, and what sets him apart is his 440-pound companion, a boar named Mara. Panta's unconventional lifestyle has been a topic of interest for around 5 years, especially in the region near Petrovac city in southeastern Serbia. He's a recognizable figure, dividing his time between a secluded treehouse and an 82-foot-long cave nestled in the canyon of the Gradaznica River. Panta's choice of life stems from a desire for a simpler, more primal existence, a departure from the complexities of modern civilization. At the age of 70, his days are dedicated to caring for his many pets and embracing the unadulterated joy and freedom that comes with a life stripped of material possessions. He once valued possessions like others, but he came to realize their insignificance. As his wealth declined, so did his circle of friends. In response, he retreated from the world's hustle, embracing a modest but content existence on his terms. Number 11. 170,000-year-old roasted vegetables. Around 170,000 years ago, within the depths of South Africa's border cave, researchers stumbled upon a captivating revelation. Charred fragments of ancient root vegetables, providing captivating insights into the dietary habits of our predecessors. Nestled among layers of ash, these remnants represent the oldest record of roasted root vegetables ever uncovered. This discovery reshapes our understanding of early humans' diets, revealing a more diverse and balanced palate than previously thought. Contrary to the prevailing notion of a strictly carnivorous focus on creatures like mammoths and saber-toothed tigers, it appears that our ancestors embraced a more comprehensive paleo diet, incorporating a significant portion of roasted vegetables, rich in essential carbohydrates. This archaeological breakthrough highlights their culinary versatility, emphasizing a harmonious fusion of both proteins and carbs. Unearthing this antiquated treasure was no simple task. A diligent team of scientists undertook the arduous process of sifting through countless charred fragments, meticulously examining them under microscopic scrutiny. This meticulous detective work spanned several years, ultimately identifying the charred remnants as rhizomes from the Hypoxis genus. To clarify, rhizomes are subterranean plant stems akin to hidden gems beneath the Earth's surface. Curious about the flavor of these Hypoxis rhizomes, they possess a distinctive yam-like taste, setting them apart from your typical potato. Early humans evidently found these starchy delights irresistible, as the abundance of rhizome fragments implies their frequent inclusion in their diets. This revelation refutes the conventional belief that our ancestors were exclusively carnivorous predators, illuminating their genuine fondness for plant-based fare. Number 10. Mysterious 7,000-year-old figurine. In a recent archaeological find, a remarkable clay female figurine was uncovered within Italy's Body Frata cave. Dating back a staggering 7,000 years, this artifact held significant importance in ancient rituals. This discovery, a rarity for the region, likely played a crucial role in fertility and harvest ceremonies conducted millennia ago. Number 9. 11,000-year-old human remains in northern Britain. Earlier this year, archaeologists dropped a bombshell. Well, not literally, but they did announce an epic discovery. Tucked away in the Heening Woodbone Cave up in northern Britain, they stumbled upon the ultimate time capsule, the oldest human remains in the whole darn region. Talk about digging up the past! Yep, this cave wasn't just home to a bunch of cobwebs and rock formations. It was a historical goldmine packed with ancient goodies. These intrepid researchers, armed with their trowels and magnifying glasses, made a jaw-dropping find, not just one or two, but a grand total of 8 ancient folks chilling in there. Like, seriously ancient. We're talking way back, as in Bronze Age back. So what's the scoop? Among the cave's VIP guests were 3 adults and a kid, all cozying up together for eternity. These skeletal buddies date back to when people were rocking bronze bling and inventing the wheel was all the rage. Now, don't get all time travel confused. These folks didn't just hang out at the same time. Oh no, they were spread out like different batches of cookies on a baking sheet. First, you had the Bronze Age shindig around 4,000 years ago. Then came the Neolithic fiesta around 5,500 years ago, you know, back when fashion was all about stone accessories. And last, but not least, the OG partygoers who got this whole cave rave started a whopping 11,000 years ago during the Mesolithic era. These guys had to make their own fun before smartphones, so cave hopping was the thing. Now here's the twist. The magic key to unlocking this ancient history wasn't an enchanted sword, but a shell bead. Yep, you read that right, a bead. Turns out, this tiny shell accessory was like a fossilized time traveler's passport. It had a date stamped on it that screamed, "I'm 11,000 years old." This bead was probably the bling of the era, a fashion statement that said, "I'm hip with the Mesolithic crowd, but hold your prehistoric horses because there's a twist." While those skulls down south have been uncovering ancient skeletons left and right, northern Britain has been giving the cold shoulder. So this discovery isn't just a find, find, it's a jackpot, a golden ticket to peeking into the lives of our long-lost ancestors. Number 8. A 21st century caveman. Would a 21st century caveman thrive in solitude away from the hustle and bustle of human civilization? Well, allow me to reintroduce you to Pedro Luca, a living testament that embracing your inner caveman in the modern era is more than just a wild idea. At 79 years young, Pedro Luca stands as an Argentinian example of how one can truly make cave living a reality. Pedro has carved out his own unique existence for the past 4 decades within the confines of a mountain grotto in the Tucumán province. His journey into cave dwelling began early in life as he nurtured a fascination with the idea of reconnecting with nature in its purest form. And boy, did he take the leap. He waved goodbye to the hustle and chaos of city life, and instead he cozied up with the serene simplicity of living within the earth's embrace, a dream that had ignited within him when he was just 14. In Pedro's world, you won't find the bells and whistles of modern technology or the comforts of everyday amenities. Nope, he's traded those in for a more back-to-basics lifestyle. Electricity, not needed. Running water, a distant memory, phones. He's more attuned to the whispering winds. Instead, Pedro finds companionship in his trusty old battery-powered radio, despite its sporadic signal amidst the mountainous terrain. But wait, there's more. Ever wondered what a typical day in the life of a 21st century caveman looks like? Well, Pedro's routine is an early bird's delight. He rises with the sun's first rays at 3 a.m., a symphony accompanied by the crowing of vigilant roosters. A crackling fire becomes his morning ritual, accompanied by a nourishing organic breakfast, a feast Mother Nature herself would applaud. Number 7. Woman who lived in a cave for 500 days. In 2021, 48-year-old Spanish extreme athlete Beatriz Flamini halted her fast-paced life to embark on an extraordinary journey. She willingly entered a cave in Granada, Spain, embracing solitude and disconnecting from modern life. Emerging 500 days later at the age of 50, she encountered a world drastically transformed. This venture wasn't just about solitude, it also served as a scientific experiment. A team of psychologists and speleologists observed her, shedding light on human endurance and adaptation to isolation. Within the cave, Beatrice engaged herself by reading 60 books, exercising, honing her artistic skills through drawing, and even crafting wool hats. Upon her return to the outside world, she faced sensory overload, struggled with balance, and grappled with a distorted sense of time. Despite challenges such as insect invasions and auditory hallucinations, she expressed positivity about the experience. Admirable as her journey was, many would find it daunting. Would you take on this challenge if dared? What circumstances would make you accept such a proposition? Number 6. Radioactive miracle cure. It's a bit of a downer, but let's face it. Some folks out there are holding on to pseudoscience like it's their last slice of pizza, especially when it comes to finding a cure for their ailments. And guess where they're pinning their hopes? The healing caves of Gastine. Yep, this place is like a superstar in the world of health tourism, pulling in more than 75,000 people annually who are all like, "Cave, please cure me." So what's the big secret behind this miracle cave? Hold on to your lab coats because it's not a magic well or enchanted waters. Nope, we're talking about radioactive radon gas. I can practically hear the Geiger counters trembling. Now, normally you'd steer clear of anything radioactive. I mean, superheroes and villains alike have taught us that, right? The locals of Gastine were said to be going about their day, digging around in Rattlesburg Mountain like they were hunting for treasure, gold to be precise. But instead of gold bars, they hit a different jackpot, low levels of naturally occurring radon gas. And here's where it gets even weirder. This radioactive gas, combined with the cave's high humidity and temperatures hot enough to cook a sunny-side-up egg, we're talking a scorching 41.5 degrees Celsius, is claimed to be a triple threat against all things unhealthy. People flock here like they've discovered the Fountain of Youth 2.0. They're convinced that a few rounds of these radon-infused cave sessions will make them pain-free superheroes for a whole year. It's like a spa day, but instead of cucumbers on their eyes, they're getting a dose of radioactivity on their skin. The practitioners at Gastine firmly believe in hormesis, the principle that small doses of certain toxins can actually be good despite larger quantities being harmful or even lethal. I will let you have your thoughts on this one. Now it's time for our subscriber's pick. A man saw smoke coming out of a cave, and when he went inside, he shocked the whole world. Imagine a lone figure, compelled by an inexplicable pull, gazes at a cave entrance. Smoke billows out, a mystifying sight that defies explanation. With a heart pounding with anticipation, he takes his first steps into the unknown. Little did he know that this choice choice would set in motion a series of events that would shake the foundations of our understanding. As he ventured deeper, the secrets hidden within the cave began to unravel, each discovery more astonishing than the last. What lay within those ancient walls was beyond anyone's wildest imagination. What do you think he would find? An artifact lost in time, or something more extraordinary than that? Comment your opinion below. Number 5. The fire mummies. Mummification, not just an Egyptian gig. Meet the Cabian fire mummies, the Philippines' answer to ancient preservation. Unlike the Egyptians' fancy embalming, the Ibaloy people from Benguet province had their own sizzle, the fire mummies. The Ibaloy folks were mummifying champs way before the Spanish dropped by in the 16th century. But forget about those elaborate rituals. These guys had a hot and smoky technique up their sleeves. Literally, when someone was nearing their final bow, they'd start chugging a seriously salty drink. Yep, it kick-started the preservation party even before their dance with the afterlife. Once they were ready for the big journey, their body got a good wash. Then, the smoke show began. They'd be perched over a gentle heat source. And voila, the slow-cook mummification process began. No, they weren't barbecuing the poor souls. It was more like a low-heat sauna session. The smoke, though, wasn't just for ambiance. They'd toss in some herbs that did a dual job, preserving the body and scaring away the bugs, because really no one likes uninvited guests. Number 4. 30 million Chinese people living in caves. A curious trend appears to be emerging in China, where a notable number of individuals have chosen to inhabit caves. With a staggering population exceeding 1 billion, it's intriguing that approximately 30 million people have embraced cave dwellings. The majority of these cave dwellers are concentrated in the Shanxi province, drawn by the advantage of abundant, porous yellow soil that facilitates the carving of habitations. While the allure of cave living might elude some, it's probable that economic challenges have driven many to opt for these improvised abodes. Number 3. The first underground mountain bike course. A cave might be the last place you'd anticipate stumbling upon a bike course, but human creativity knows no bounds. In this age of innovation, cyclists constantly seek novel and exhilarating terrains to conquer on their bicycles. As the saying goes, where there's a wheel, there's a way, pun intended. Nestled in the depths of Louisville, Kentucky, lies an underground haven for biking enthusiasts, defying expectations with its uniqueness. This subterranean marvel, residing beneath the ground at a depth of approximately 100 feet, or equivalent to 10 stories, encompasses a staggering expanse of 320,000 square feet. The biking utopia finds its home within the Louisville Mega Cavern. Inside this vast expanse, a diverse array of biking experiences awaits, with over 45 trails, jump lines, pump tracks, BMX circuits, cross-country routes, and single tracks. The bike park is a tailor-made sanctuary to satiate your thirst for adrenaline. The Louisville Mega Cavern itself is an awe-inspiring feat of human engineering, a privately owned limestone cavern sprawling across an expansive 100 acres beneath the city's streets. The genesis of this cavern dates back to the 1930s, initiated by Ralph Rogers. What began as a visionary project has transformed over the years into a multifaceted space that serves as a business park, an entertainment hub, and, notably, a premier destination for thrill seekers. Number 2. The Mystery of Liang Boi Cave. If we're diving into the rabbit hole of the most enigmatic caves, then it's time to shine the spotlight on Liang Boi, a name that sounds like a martial art move but holds the secrets of shrinking mammals. Yep, it's the epicenter of the tiny revolution, also known as the Hobbit Cave. This place isn't just a cave. It's a pocket-sized wonderland located on the vibrant island of Flores in Indonesia. Liang Boi has had archaeologists and history buffs scratching their heads since 2003, when they stumbled upon a discovery that could only be described as real-life pocket people, the Homo floresiensis. These mini-humans were like the original hobbits, standing at a whopping 3.5 feet tall. Forget walking the red carpet. These guys were probably walking over pebbles. But hold on to your shrinking seats because the plot thickens. Turns out it wasn't just the humans who got hit with the mini-ray in Liang Boi. Fossils of all sorts of creatures, like elephants and giant rats, were found looking like they went through a shrinky-dink machine. Insular dwarfism, they call it. Nature's way of saying, let's go small or go home. It's not some magic spell that made everything small. Scientists think it's all about the island vibes. You see, when these big-shot species, elephants included, found themselves stuck on islands, they had to make do with less. Picture it, island life, where the food buffet is smaller and the real estate market is tight. Over time, evolution played its cards, and the large guys became fun-sized to survive the space crunch. But wait, there's more. In the other corner, you've got the rats, the little guys who turned into big shots. Why? Because there were no predators to mess with them. No cats, no hawks, just a whole lot of rat parties and growth spurts. Number 1. Secret Room of Mount Rushmore. All right, so Mount Rushmore, that big old rock with presidents' faces chiseled into it, is like the celebrity of landmarks. Everyone and their grandma know about it, from Uncle Sam to that friendly kangaroo down under. But hey, hold on to your history hats, because not everyone's clued in on the hidden gem within this stony superstar, the secret lair, the covert nook, the Hall of Records. Let's talk about Gutzon Borglum, the mad genius behind this mountain makeover. Gutzon Borglum was a guy from Idaho, rockin' the Danish roots. Already had his name floating around like a rumor before he got the wild idea of giving an entire mountain a makeover. And people were like, wait, what? You're gonna carve faces in a mountain? Yep, he did it. And boom, tourists started swarming the Black Hills like ants at a picnic. But here's where the plot thickens, and I'm not talking about the local ketchup. Behind Abe Lincoln's epic hairline, and let's face it, that beard is dope, is a hidden chamber. Think of it like Mount Rushmore's secret diary, the Hall of Records. It's like the Bat Cave of history, only without the bats and capes. This sneaky passage holds the good stuff, like the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Did they put these documents behind Abe's hair? Maybe he's the original keeper of the law, who knows? Borglum, being the rock star he was, pun intended, dreamed up a Hall of Records that would drop jaws like loose change. Imagine strolling up an 800-foot stairway to a grand hall that's like the size of a football field. And guess who's there to welcome you? A giant bronze eagle with a wingspan bigger than your average family car? Take that, bald eagles. Oh, and the corridor? It's like the Walk of Fame, but not for Hollywood stars. It's for scientists, artists, and industry MVPs. Talk about a hallway with history. But alas, Borglum shuffled off this mortal coil before he could make his dream a reality. His kid tried to pick up the pieces, but let's just say the dream of a Hall of Records stayed in the shadows like a ninja. Fast forward to today, and what's left of this grand plan? A 1,200-pound granite slab and a wooden box that's probably got the U.S. Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, and the Bill of Rights snuggled up inside. It's like Borglum's time capsule of iciness. Want to go see it? Sorry, folks, it's like that exclusive party you didn't get an invite to. Locked up tight, and not even a secret password will get you in. Who knows what other hidden wonders lie within the depths of caves? If we've overlooked any cave discoveries, feel free to share them in the comments below. And don't forget to explore the other intriguing content popping up on your screen right now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.